Hello everyone, it's Yo-Yo Feels, and this is my second YouTube video talking about my sister locks. I want to let you know that I'm no longer wearing my bandana or my silk scarves. Let me show you the scarves that I used to wear. I have a lot of these in different colors and designs. I wore these to cover up my thin hairline. And I have a thin hairline because prior to getting Sisterlocks, I used to wear weaves, glue-ins, a lot of cornrows. And I used to always say, one day I'm going to get Sisterlocks. Well, that day finally came. I was natural for 3 years, almost 3 years. And then I went ahead and got my Sisterlocks. My natural hair was about 6.5, 7 inches. But I was warned about the shrinkage. Yes, I was warned. So look at the shrinkage. The 7-inch come all the way down, which I was good with the 7-inch. But once you get the Sisterlocks with 4C hair, it shrinks. So it looks like my hair is about 3 or 4 inches. Not to mention I have very thin temples. I was so self-conscious about it. But I know my hair is growing faster, and I know within another 6 months my edges will be covered. But anyway, I wanted to talk to you today about my first retie. I did get my first retie, and it was about an hour and a half to max. And like I told you in my previous video, I have 450 locks. It took 15 hours to do my locks, and it was done in 2 days. The 15 hours was divided into twos. So I did learn that when I got my Sisterlocks, that first of all, my Sisterlocks are only 1 month old. And I got my retie yesterday. And during the first 30 days, that 1 month, I thought I knew everything there was to know about Sisterlocks. Because I read all the blogs, I looked at videos, but until you get your own Sisterlocks, you have to learn from experience. So I did have a lot of knowledge, which did help me, but I learned on my own that you don't need much water. My loctician had to tell me that. I thought that every morning I get up, I spray my hair with some water, shake and go. No, it's not necessary. If your hair need a little lift me up, then yes. First thing you do in the morning, just do this. You may have to, just pull on it and just to get it in place where you want it. And then you go. You don't need water necessarily every single day. And the second mistake I made, which I'm going to add water, but probably every other day, just a spritzer. Let me show you my bottle. Okay, this is my bottle I got from Amazon, and it was about $5-6, and it sprays out a mist. But I was oversaturating my hair. But I believe I was trying to get that length, how you wet it and you pull on it, but that only lasts until it dries. So there's no need to do that. So I'm going to add this every other day, just a little. And another mistake I was making, mistake number 2, because I was so self-conscious about my edges, which I'm the one who destroyed them, but they will come back, I feel confident. But I was so self-conscious about my edges that I was putting oils on them and gels, trying to get my hairline to lay down and look, little baby hairs. It would be more appealing than the naps and the gaps and all of that. But I'm thinking that I'm separating my hair and just doing the hairline. But in reality, is that oil is still going to get on that other hair, which causes slipperage. And so anyway, I'm not going to do that anymore. So those are the 2 main things that I learned. And embrace the process. It got to be number 3, because the first day I got my locks and I looked in the mirror, I was like, what have I done? You know, I'm used to having micro braids, the short ones that come by right here, or some sew-in with a bob that come here, and you know, being versatile and flowing hair. But I always wanted my own hair. I always wanted to wear my own hair like every other nationality. Why do black people have to be different? Is what I always ask myself. So I started growing my natural hair, but I was so afraid because I was so addicted to the straight hair. But I took the plunge. Yes, I did, and I'm glad I did. If I had to do all over again, would I get Sisterlocks? Absolutely. The worst part of Sisterlocks so far, I would have to say getting them installed, and that wasn't so bad. For me, it was okay. Time went by fast. I was working on my computer, because I worked from home. I was doing a little work, like a day at the office. So that was the worst thing. And the other worst thing will have to be, you know, not having the long hair instantaneously. You may want your hair here, and then a month later you may want it in a bob. So having all those different hair lengths when you want them, that's another thing. But there's nothing that takes the place of wearing my own hair, getting up in the morning and just going, and then knowing that this is the most healthiest thing for my hair, is to be natural. But I want to stop talking and give you a look at my grid, and I just want to make sure that you can see it, because you know, I'm not sure about the angle of the camera, but I'm gonna let you take a look. So here you go.